Answer the following questions. To whom does the prince give away his eyes? Why does he do so? The happy prince sent the sapphire eyes for two people, to a young writer and a mad girl. The young writer was trying to finish a play, but he was too cold to write any more. There was no fire in the grate, and hunger made him faint. Prince sent him a sapphire so that he could arrange money by selling it and buy firewood to finish his play in time. The prince sent his second sapphire to the match girl, who was standing in the square below the statue, and her matches had fallen into the gutter. The prince knew that her father would beat her if she did not bring home some money. So the prince gave her the second sapphire to escape punishment by her father. List instances from the story to show that the Swallow had a good heart. The Swallow enjoyed flying and was excited about reaching Egypt, but he was a kind-hearted Swallow. Being extremely helpful, he delivered the ruby to the seamstress so that she could buy food for her son. The Swallow delayed his departure to Egypt in order to carry out the wishes of the happy prince and delivered his gems and gold to the needy people in the city. The Swallow sacrificed his trip to Egypt. He remained with the prince in bad weather. The cold killed him and he died at the prince's feet. His noble work made him immortal. At last, he was rewarded by God. Do you feel that the prince and the swallow were worthy of each other? Give reasons for your answer. Yes, I feel that the prince and the swallow were worthy of each other. The swallow had a kind heart. Although the swallow needed to migrate to Egypt for the winter, on the request of the happy prince, he carried out the ruby and sapphire from the statue for the poor people. Both the swallow and the happy prince share compassion for the poor, and so this becomes basis of their friendship. They were worthy of each other. You have chosen correctly, said God. Why does God think that the leaden heart and the dead bird were the most precious things in the city? The leaden heart of the happy prince and the dead bird both were precious things in the city because they had done good deeds. They were kind and selfless. The prince could not bear to see the ugliness and suffering of the poor, so he gave away all his precious stones and gold to make the poor people happy. This inspired the swallow to make sacrifice his life to keep the prince happy by carrying prince's message to the poor, and sacrificed his trip to Egypt. Finally, the swallow could no longer bear the cold. He died and fell down at the prince's feet. The prince loved him so much that his leaden heart broke into two. So the angel was right when it took the leaden heart of the prince and the dead swallow to heaven, and God appreciates their decision.